Hi Libras, how are you? Hey, welcome back to our kingdom here. You are special, loved, and seen. We are going to pull some soul frequency, sacred gematria energy for you and clarify anything that we need to for your day. So let's just move forward and get this started. There's so much potential that you have that you're not quite seeing yet, but you will be able to once you decide to move and act upon it. I feel as if your solar plexus chakra is really starting to open right now, being fueled by your root, and new things are coming in, new things are starting to change for yourself, and you're seeing this acceptance, and you know that it's always there before, but it's finally to the point where it's like, okay, holy shit. Solar plexus chakra. Thank you, Lord, for having my back. See, look at this. Before we talk about it though, look at universal love right here. Communication right here. The solar plexus chakra is unblocking, and this is only going to fuel your heart. And if it fuels your heart, then it's also going to fuel the whole masculine powerhouse of your chakras, and back door, front door, the feminine powerhouses of your chakras. Okay, let me pull a card and I will show you this card here. This is where you're stuck at right here, honey. In 111, when you follow your rainbow, the sign of the covenant, and opening up your full intuition, because it's up here, you got to get to it. You got to go up this self path of forgiveness and see all these powers that you're able to create, right? Well, once this is blocked here, honey, that means that the throat's also blocked, which means that your feminine powerhouse cannot open. You're stuck right here, but there's so much potential in your heart to open. I mean, look at these colors that he's bringing out. He's saying, look, I want to give you everything that you've ever wanted so your whole entire rainbow can work together. Let's see what we pulled out. See, look at this. Your solar plexus chakra is blocked because of your sacral. Absolutely. The way that you're feeling about yourself and the way that someone else has loved you hasn't been the way that you wanted to, Libra, but you're finally realizing, look, I need to act upon a separation. I want universal love on the inside out. I want a love that I can live in. I don't want to be lonely. I shouldn't have a person and feel lonely all the time. This relationship isn't serving me. I need to communicate, which is why that's depolarizing energy. I haven't communicated yet, but when I will, I'll be able to feel everything because I will finally have acted upon it. And then my feminine powerhouse is going to open up. Beautiful that he brought that out, Lord. Universal love, dynamic. See, you have so much potential. You do. This is what you've wanted to give to this person, but then you 222 wrongly expected it back right away when they were not capable of doing it, honey. They can only love you as deep as they love themselves, and then you tried to validate that because you couldn't love yourself as deep as the dynamic that you actually have. 234 here. The frequency of solar plexus chakra, which is the yellow flower of life, supports our sense of self, our personal power, and our willpower. And right now you're operating out of won't power, but where did you get anything? How could you move forward with won't power? We have to have the willpower, and it's not your will, honey. It is God's will. And as well as our knowing, our crown, our third eye, and our throat, as what we are and what our contribution is to the whole. The whole of you. 3 is here. 44, which is 8, which leads to 88 right now, is also going to be this Lionsgate portal, this absolute ascension and acting upon and roaring righteous like a lion in this dynamic frequency. The frequency of universal love activates the connection we feel to each other, the planet, and the whole existence itself. 321 was just there. You're not able to feel that way with this person, and this is what you crave and you desire, so why continue settling for less when you have someone else that's waiting to give you the same thing back? 333. You are having someone who's doing the healing, who's doing the work, you have not met this person yet, but they need to come in. They're going to have your other 23 to your 46. The frequency of dynamic supports our ability to harmonize between layers and aspects of different origin and frequency. Layers and aspects of different origin and frequency. It helps us to put together a reality that is made up of different elements. But you have to act upon them, sweetheart, both familiar and completely new. I told you, someone completely new is trying to come in, but this person's familiar, so you like to hold yourself back. With ease, grace, and great joy, which is what you would feel in the power of universal love. And right now you can't feel that, but you want to. Now, this lack of communication is only holding you back in these snake eyes, this temptation to go back down to this Tropic of Capricorn, because that's exactly where you're being held at. Tropic of Capricorn, Tropic of Cancer. In this equator, everything that keeps this two halves together needs to be reformed again. And that's why this is going on. Look at how much of that green, that heart chakra is really trying to come in for you, sweetheart. But you're sitting written in the orange and the yellow. And something yellow tells me that there's something infected. And that could be your energy. 444 here. 14 is also here, which leads us to temperance energy, the electrical prop, our overall nervous system, and when flesh actually manifests. And when you act upon what you need to act upon about how you feel, because you know you're not agreeing with it, your flesh is going to start projecting the energy from the inside out, and you're going to see this universal love come in. When you accept this universal love on the inside 5D, it can only be projected to the 3D, and then that 3D has to come back into you because you're seeing it. The frequency of communication supports our ability to exchange information in many different forms: internal, external, masculine, feminine, but you have to open up your damn self to the feminine in order to see it correctly, sweetheart. So then Isaiah 25:7, the Lord can rip off the veil off of all nations inside of you, your kings and your queens, which are just matured energy of your prince and your princesses, your inner children. I love that so much. And then Isaiah 25:8, he is going to wipe the tears off of your face because you are being set free in this communication to be able to know the truth. It reminds us to run every piece of information, both incoming and outgoing, through our heart, the center of our truth. Everything that connects the two halves together, our middle pillar, our duality. 555 is right here to stay in the flow of source and balanced exchange. I love that so much. Crown chakra, shut up, Lord. Look at that. Look at that. And there's a 4 in between there, honey. You got to open up that heart chakra to gain your whole entire rainbow here. The sign of the covenant, honey. Okay. Even Noah was directed to load more clean spirits in the vessel than unclean spirits because they would become too powerful and overrun the vessel. This person cannot love you the way that you want. Absolutely not. The frequency of the crown chakra, the violet flower of life, supports our spiritual connection to the universe and our ability to transmute negative energy into light. You know that this person ain't for you, sweetheart. Lord, let's do this. Let's see what's going on here. The solar plexus to crown. I absolutely love it, Lord. How is this Libra going to unblock their heart, Father? Let's see. 10 of Wands. Yep. Honey, you just have to end it. Right now, you're in this 9 of Wands, continuing to divide yourself over and over and over because you're not acting upon it. You're not speaking upon it. You're not ending the suffering and moving forward. And what's right on the back there, honey? A Page of Wands. Your inner pages to open you up, to apologize to yourself and your middle pillar, to extend that solar plexus potential to your heart and your throat, your third eye, and your crown. And even Bill Nye, the science guy, tells us that our potential is never going to be greater than when it's just sitting there, ready to move. And then finally, it gets to the point where it's so great that you're like, fuck this shit, I'm done. And then that potential energy is there and you can't go back from it. I love it so much. Let's see. Lord, what's going to happen? What's going to happen when this person can speak upon it and act upon their true potential and what they really want, because they're lonely. They're not getting reciprocated here. Queen of Wands. Oh, gosh. Well, this is your ego, honey. And this is exactly what's going on, is that this person desires you. They absolutely desire you. They have this lustful connection, very, very low vibes. But when I saw that card, I heard other woman. I heard other woman, or, you know, yeah, flip the energies, y'all. We're adults. It could be another man. However, there's definitely another woman here because it's coming up as a queen. Page of Cups card right behind that. Shut up. We have to end the suffering. It's almost as if you think that they're cheating on you. You think that they're going behind your back and you're not acting upon it. You're sensing it because there's no communication. And you're like, this isn't what I want. This isn't what the dynamic of our relationship was before. I don't have this universal love. And you need to act upon it because you know it, honey. They're not being truthful and consistent. And that's what you're going to settle for. Bottom of the deck. Princess of Swords. Exactly. Shut up. And there's that Hanged Man. There's that suffering, honey. You just need to speak upon it. They've got another woman. If this is what you've been thinking, they've got another woman. They're desiring you out of lust and their own needs to get themselves off. And how is that fair to you? Look at that. 6 of Swords. God is continuing to tell you, look, you need to speak upon the truth. This Page of Swords, 11 right here to that 6. There's 5 of Swords in between there, but 5 of Wands is backing it up. You're not able to move forward. 8 of Pentacles there. And the 4 of Wands. There it is right there, that twin flame energy. And they're not in control. They're even afraid. They're, oh my gosh, shut up. 6 of Swords right there. Look at, but you can have a new Ace of Swords anytime that you wanted because you're the Queen of Swords. Why do you continue to have 9 of Swords when you could have 2 of Swords? 9 of Cups is only going to backdoor that 9 of Swords there. 5 of Wands, and there's that Page of Wands. Shut up, Lord. I love it so much, honey. You just need to speak the truth. Look at how much anxiety this person is giving you. Look at all of these swords. because that's what you're, okay, this person gives me this. I'm lonely. I'm connected. I've invested in them, but all I get is anxiety and the cold and depressies. When all I need to do is act upon the separation, have faith in myself, and everything will come in, because that 9 of Cups is right there, honey. You're going to be able to love yourself only. Fertility, that 9 as well, 27 to 9. Look at that. You have the opportunity to bloom within yourself and give you everything you've ever wanted within that universal love. This frequency invites us to be more open, more courageous, more creative, speak upon it, damn it, and more joyful than we were before. It activates the potential for something beautiful to grow from our consciousness into a new and grander expression of ourselves. You're settling, honey. No more. Love you. Wounds into light.